Hi everybody, this is Cardfight Vanguard. I'm ZaCaptain here and I got Leon.
Yo!
And today we're here to actually explain a few things because I watched I'm sure as you guys have, right, you guys watched the What Happened video in terms of Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains and the new rules that are coming out. So I brought Leon here today because there were some things that you guys also pointed out to us that we didn't, that we missed out when we explained the new stuff in that video. So one of them was how actually link summoning actually works. So I also have a bit of not too certain about how the new link summoning works. So I asked Leon here to actually explain to me and to you guys as well how it actually works. So Leon, what do we have here currently right now?
Okay, right now on the field is the typical monster hunter. Okay, sorry. Okay, the usual Yu-Gi-Oh! Field, as you can see where my deck is, extra deck, the field, you know, the usual. I mean, nothing changed in this game.
Yep.
Okay, nothing changed.
Nothing changed, but with the new rules coming with Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains, a lot of stuff will be changes. So I believe the first one that was mentioned was the change in the pendulum zones.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, so originally they were here, but where they have been moved to now?
Apparently they've been moved down to these two corners here. So instead of the usual at the sides, you'll be now down to here, so that you only be playing with pendulum zone within the magic and trap zone. And it doubles O's as well as a magic and trap zone, so you either choose to play pendulum or you choose to play your magic trap.
Yeah, so say you were to play a magic spell trap and you put it here, right, then you basically cut off your far right of the pendulum, so you won't be able to do much after that, I believe, right?
Correct.
Alright.
So these two zones are already ignored from this point.
So then there's the main monster zone here, but there is an extra monster zone now, right?
Correct.
So where will you be placed in terms of the new the new rules?
Okay, so for everyone who knows, who played the game so far will know that every time you special summon from extra deck, no matter where, it always goes into the main monster zone, correct?
Yep.
But however, now due to the new ruling, there will be an extra monster zone which is indicated just up above these two columns here.
Right, these two columns here.
Correct.
Okay.
So yeah, for other reasons where because of the new link monsters will do. So now when you special summon them, they will go into these zones respectively. So once you take out one zone, it automatically belongs to your opponent. Hence why I'm placing it here. For example, like I take up this zone, this will go to your opponent.
So in this case, this monster will actually belong to me, but then this monster actually belongs to my opponent instead. So that's kind of like how the extra monster zone will work. So there's only one zone. So basically, there's only one zone for each player to use as an extra monster zone, right?
Yes,
that
correct.
Comes out from here, lah. So okay. So then the new link summons. What are they about actually? So how do you actually summon them out?
Okay, for the link monsters, right, they belong to the extra deck. So basically, what you look at, what you're saying here. Okay, you know what I did with the cards.
Yeah.
So okay, in order to summon these link monsters, what you need to do is that you need to have effect monsters to be tributed for this summoning, or maybe monsters with link as their assigned ability.
Yeah, so it says here like link to, link tree, and all that. So these indicators will actually mean like, what do they actually mean?
Okay, basically the link it tells you how many slots they can link to. You see all these arrows in the corner?
Yeah.
I will explain this later when they go into the extra monster zone, but first we'll deal with the summoning first.
Yeah.
Okay, what happens is that if I want to summon a link tree monster like the Code Talker, it requires me of, say, for example, like 3 effect monsters.
Yep.
Because link 1, link 2, link 3. This will take up 3 links. So I tribute the 3 of them, and then I can special summon Code Talker into the extra monster zone.
Yeah, so from here it will go into one of these ones, whichever you decide to choose.
Whichever you decide to choose. Or let's say I somehow already summon another monster like this, then it has a link too, because during the V-Jump magazine did mention about this kind of effect monsters with link instead of the defense. So for example, take that as the example. So link 2 plus link 1.
Okay, so yeah, so basically one, say that you're using only effect monsters, if the effect monster will be considered one link, am I right?
Correct.
So then if say this is for the Code Talker in this case, right, because he requires link 3 and his summoning cost, which is kind of similar to Synchro in the fact that you just have to follow whatever the summoning requires for that unit itself. So in this case, for the Code Talker, it says you need 2 or more effect monsters. So you need to have at least 2 to summon it, but of course, if you only use the effect monsters as you see here, you only will make up to link 2. Then if you add a third one, then you get link 3, and then you'll be able to tribute them and actually get this out from the extra monster zone.
Yes, correct.
Then with the new, as you mentioned, because they are going to release monsters that actually have a link instead of the defense. So when they come out, then they will actually be link 2, and then you can just take that number as a link 2, and then plus one more effect monster, and boom, it goes there. So currently right now there's only effect monsters, right? Do you think there will be any other different summoning conditions?
Probably would, considering it's Konami we were talking about.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
it
so
is them. So
there's 1001 way to summon future monsters now, so...
Yeah, that's true. Oh, one more thing I have to ask. Say that you have a link monster like the Code Talker in the graveyard. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. So say if I were to use Monster Reborn and bring one of them back, would they come back to here? Or would they come back to here?
No, apparently they will go back to the main monster zone. They don't go back to the extra monster zone anymore. Because they are not summoned from the extra deck.
That makes sense. So yeah, so basically only extra monsters that are summoned from the extra deck will actually go to the extra monster zone. Correct. And then if say you were to summon more, I don't think it's possible unless you have to tribute that monster. But there's no such thing as you replace a monster in the zone as much as I can tell, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So basically you can't resummon a new monster over a monster that takes up that zone. So I believe. Okay, then the arrows that you've mentioned, I think that's something that we skipped over. So what do the arrows actually mean?
No, not like we skipped through over. It's actually about to go into it because it's in the extra monster zone. But before I go into that, one more thing is that Pendulum Zone is also Pendulum monsters that is special summoned from the extra deck will also be affected. So basically, as those who already been playing for a while now, Pendulum monsters after when they are destroyed, they usually go to the extra monster zone, the extra deck instead of the graveyard. So if they're coming out from here, they will not be going here, they will be going here instead. So Pendulum decks are now pretty much kind of got screwed over for the timing.
In a way but basically the general rule is that extra monsters summoned from the extra monster zone will have to go straight into the...
More like anything that's coming out from the
extra monster zone will have to go to the extra monster zone. So
correct, right. Yes. So okay, now we're going into the arrows that is on the Decode Talker. Okay, there's basically 8 arrows pointing in each direction. As you can see, for Decode Talker, it's light up here, here, and here. So when you already summon a link monster, as you can see, it links down to the respective columns. Okay,
the 2 zones. So
2 zones. So basically, when you have a link monster, you are now allowed to summon extra deck monsters into the column that is linked to. So for example, let's say I fusion summon Twin Burst. It has to be to the columns that is linked to, or I access to Divine Dragon Knight Valgren.
Or in my case, if I were to say go summon into Stardust Warrior, then you'll go into one of these zones, but you can't go to the others because it's not linked to the link monster. So
correct.
Alright, so then if the 2 were filled, then I won't be able to summon anymore, right?
Yes, correct.
So that explains why they actually give this to the other opponent, so they can actually do the same thing as well.
So that it'll be fair.
Yeah, it does fair, but honestly speaking, I think it does bring some balance back into the game. So
yes,
kind of fair, definitely fair. So but we'll see how the game goes as the thing goes along. Is there anything that I missed out? Anything else that I should need to know?
Okay, yes, apparently from my understanding is that link monsters, right, they don't just let you set the link chain doesn't just let you special summon extra deck monsters into the respective zones. It can also be used as a cost to pay. Due to, let's say, Decode Stalker ability, that when your opponent uses a card ability that targets, you can tribute one of these monsters that's linked to it, and negates the ability and destroy it. Or on the normal basis, that when it's linked, okay, as you can see from here. Okay,
maybe you can see lah. So okay, we can't rotate this the other way.
Okay.
So say that this is my opponent's side of the field right now, and he actually has a monster that's faced up here.
That is linked.
Then that is considered a link zone lah. So basically, it's also linked to my opponent's zone that's right in front of this.
Correct, and I can tribute his monster just to negate the ability lah. So you need to be very wise where you place your monster from now on.
That's provided they do come out skills that do affect your opponent's link, the link zone that's on your opponent's side of the field. So
correct. Yes.
Yeah. So but say for Decode Talker right now, it has the skill whereby every monster in each of its link zones it gives plus 500. So if your opponent summons one over there, then this unit gets an additional 500 from there. So
yeah, just to avoid the mistake lah.
Okay, I think I got all that I need to know about the new rules. I think I'm kind of set for for what's coming out in end of March, 25th of March actually, which is when the trailer will come out. So if you guys are interested in seeing the new stuff that's coming out for Yu-Gi-Oh, we are definitely looking forward to actually kind of like showcasing some Yu-Gi-Oh stuff here on this channel. So if you are interested in seeing all that, do leave a like and let us know in the comments if it's something that you guys like to see. And at the same time also, it's whether if it's something that you know that interests you lah. So we want to know your thoughts on the matter and whether you guys want to see it as well. So with all that said, I hope we explain as much as we can about the new mechanics, much more clearer than other stuff. But there are a few videos that we can direct people to, right?
Yes. Apparently, there's other channels that already has done this video like way before I did. I'm doing it because I missed it out the last time, so I feel that I need to do this so that so not to leave you guys in the
dust. So yeah,
leave you guys in the dust is not responsible. So I then do up this video as well. And at the same time, do you want to add anything?
No, that's all. So with that said, thank you guys again for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.